YouTube, welcome to another video. Thanks for joining today. I got a new pair of shoes and I just wanted to do my initial impressions. I haven't run in them yet, but I'm going to for this video. But I got the Altra Experience Flow 2. Altra, probably just a little over a year ago, came out with their first 4mm drop shoe, non-zero drop. It was the Experience Flow, maybe a year and a half ago. It was the Forward Experience. I own those shoes. They worked out pretty well for me. I like between a 0 and a 6mm drop. They did have a compressed EVA midsole, which I found very firm. But they still worked really well for me. I liked the shoes. They about 5 or 6 months later came out. They rebranded the name and they called it the Experience Flow instead of the Forward Experience. I think the rebranding was basically changing the name because the name of Forward Experience didn't go over real well. But they really didn't change much from what I could tell in the shoe. And now they've come out with their Flow 2, and this one does have some pretty major changes. The Experience Flow and this Flow 2 has a fairly thick, heavy upper. I don't know how well that's going to breathe. I can tell it's a little more flexible than the previous version, so maybe that'll help. I think it's going to help with sizing. These, I got a men's size 11 and a half. I have slipped these on. They do fit true to size, so I do like them there. They had the 4mm drop. They're 32 in the heel, 28 in the forefoot, which is a nice thing. They have definitely softened the midsole in these. They've gone to what they call Ego P35. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it's supposed to be lighter weight and bouncier. As far as weight goes, these definitely are lighter. The men's size 9, they say, comes in at 8 ounces. I wear a men's size 11 and a half, and I weighed mine. They're at 9.4 ounces, which is a pretty good jump in 2.5 sizes, but it's still not a heavy shoe by any means. This has a nice puffy tongue, but I don't think it's overstuffed. Nice cushion around the heel collar. They did get rid of they used to have the balloon things, which some people really like, the way it grips their foot. Some people did not like the feeling of them. But this still has a lot of cushion along the heel collar. It's still a very firm heel counter, which I think helps it grip the foot really well and get a good lockdown. They've got a real standard laces, which I think I'll like the laces. It's got the little lace holder that you can, tongue holder that goes through the middle, but this also has a gusseted tongue, which a lot of people love gusseted tongue because it helps keep the tongue in place and helps wrap the foot better. This is the first pair of Altra shoes I've seen that have had a gusseted tongue. I may be not remembering one, but it's the first pair I remember. And so I think that'll be good. It's still the 32mm a heel, 28 in the forefoot, but it's got definitely a much softer sole. The rubber coverage looks good. It looks a little thicker rubber than what I'm used to from Altra. So I think that'll help with the longevity and how long it lasts. You'll see all throughout the center there's no coverage, but again, it's more of a cosmetic thing, and that helps cut down on the weight. It still looks like it's got really good rubber coverage in the heel and in the forefoot. It's fairly flexible. You can tell it's real flexible in the middle where there isn't a lot of rubber. It feels a little less flexible in the forefoot. It's got a very slight late stage rocker. So anyway, I'm finding it an interesting shoe. I'm looking forward to going for a run. I'm going to go for a run, and I'll come back and give my thoughts.
Guys, so I'm back from my first run in the Altra Experience Flow 2. I did just a little over 5 miles. I can say so far so good. I really enjoyed them. The fit is really good. I think they lock down better than the Ultra Torrens I bought a few months ago. I don't know if it's because of the shape of the shoe or the gusseted tongue, but I really like the fit and the lockdown. And I definitely would say they're true to size. The foam is softer than the previous Flow models. I mean, it's pretty bouncy, and even though it's soft, I don't think I'm going to have the issue when I run in the Ultra Torrens at Ego Max, and it is so soft that I feel like I lose energy and I have trouble picking up the pace. These could have a little of that, but they're definitely better in that department. Even though they're very soft, there's still some responsiveness, and I think I'll be able to pick up the pace. So I definitely think I will put more daily training miles in these shoes than I will in my Torrent 8s, but that's just a preference by me. But I like the laces. They're like a good medium weight that seem to tie really well. I actually like the length of the laces. Ultra's been known in the past to come out with some shoes where the laces were too short or way too long. Some people might say these are a little long, but I actually kind of prefer a little bit long because it gives room for me to double knot them. It also gives room if you need to tie the runner's knot, you need a little extra lace. So I like the length of the laces. I like the lockdown. I really like the underfoot feel. Anyway, I'm impressed with the shoes so far. That's really my thoughts on them. If you want to follow along, when I get to 50 miles, I'll do a more thorough review. I'll talk a little bit about how they're holding up, how they continue to feel. I know there's some rain coming up, so I'm going to do some running in the rain in them, so I'll tell you how they do on wet pavement. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in following along with my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and keep moving.